take a look at this problem. The sum of three consecutive integers is negative 345. Find the three integers. Okay. So we got our first integer. We got our second integer. And we got our third integer. Okay. Now let's think what the first integer is equal to. We don't know what the first integer is, so that's x. Now I'd like to think of a simple number example. They're saying consecutive integers. That'd be like 1, 2, 3. So you just make up any numbers over here. And then you think about, well, going from my first integer to my second integer, what did I add? Well, I added 1. So over here, going from our first integer to our second integer, same thing, we're going to add 1. So this is going to be x plus 1. Then I think about going from my first integer to my last integer. I think about what did I add? Well, I added 2. So going from our first integer here to my last integer, I'll do the same thing. I'm going to add 2. So this started out as x, so I add 2 to it, and I got x plus 2. Now, again, I come up with a simple number example and a lot of word problems just to wrap my mind around the setup. This has nothing to do with the actual problem. It just helped me figure out what these should be. Now, they tell us that these add up to negative 345. So this plus this plus this. So x plus 1 plus x plus 2 is equal to negative 345. Now we want to solve this. This is a linear equation. I notice first I got some like terms I can combine together. We got x plus x plus x, that's 3x. And I got some numbers I can combine together. 1 plus 2 gives us 3. Equals negative 345. Now if we go through our steps, first step is get rid of parentheses, don't have any. Second step is get rid of fractions, don't have any. Third step is get everything with an x on one side, numbers on the other side. So all the variable terms on one side and the constant terms on the other. So I'll take 3 over. Remember, you take anything across or equals, your sign changes. So the positive 3 becomes a negative 3. Combine numbers at any step. That gives us negative 348. And the last step is to divide by both sides by a number in front of your x, the coefficient. So we'll divide both sides by 3. And those 3's cancel, leaves us x equals negative 116. Let me double check that. 4, 3, yeah. Okay, so if my first integer is negative 116, and then I'm adding 1. Well, if I add 1 to this, positive 1, that's going to give us negative 115. And then if I add to 2, I get negative 114. It goes in the reverse direction since we're dealing with negative numbers. And just as a quick mental check, I'll add these together. That's 15, 1, 4, okay. Those are our 3 consecutive integers.